episode of Open Mouse Podcast with myself, Professor Jazz, of course. And I have my co-host here, Dr. Scorpio and Trigger Happy. How are you guys doing?
Yes, indeed, man.
You know,
Feeling
you,
pretty good tonight. You know what I'm
you know
saying?
that's right.
That YouTube, that Facebook money coming in. So I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh
You
yeah, the
did.
bag. You said the bag hit. The bag
Hey
hit,
Yeah,
man.
man,
So
I've
keep
been
going
seeing
up.
that. That's
yeah, the
nice.
bag hit. Hey man,
Yeah,
salute
man.
to you know what I'm saying, Media Gang TV, man. You feel me? Salute to Media
That's a
Gang
fact.
TV.
That's a fact. Shout
Salute to
out to
Media Gang.
Media Game TV. We going live from there. We going live from Gas Spot. We going
Come on
live
now.
from Scorpio Spot. We in here.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's get this money, man. Every time.
That's right. And tonight, I would like to introduce our special guest. We have a comedian tonight. He's going to show us what that mouse can do. Oh boy. What? He's going to show us what that mouse can do.
Big
Shit.
five.
If the mouse can do something different, shit, my concerns do something different. But I can't do that here.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Let everybody
Yeah,
know who
come
you
on.
is, bro.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I'm a comedian. My name is comedian Doughboy Kaiser from Gary, Indiana. I started doing comedy in Chicago. Then I moved over to Vegas, and I've been doing comedy in Vegas for quite some time. I traveled, I toured, I made lots of money. Pre-COVID, after COVID, shit didn't go too well. I caught COVID, and I almost died in the hospital.
Oh man.
That was some scary times, though.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like everybody done caught COVID. Who else? You done caught COVID too, Professor and
No,
Doctor
I
Scorpio?
didn't.
I
I
actually did
did.
not catch it. I did not catch it
I
miraculously.
caught that thing.
You know, you know, uh, literally, that's this guy looking over. You feel me? The source looking
Yeah,
over.
man. Blessings to y'all, because that thing was crucial, boy.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
But I was
And you
coughing.
said you were at the hospital?
Shit, I
Yeah, I
wasn't at
was
the hospital, but I was coughing till my goddamn abs was goddamn hurting.
Mm.
I was in the hospital for 2.5, 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had some
And then,
relatives. They got it though too. Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
That same boat. That is so. How did you
Glad
get?
you
How did
made
you
it
get
through,
through that?
bro.
Yeah. How
Glad
did
you
you
Yeah,
made
get
I'm
it
through
through.
that?
happy. I'm happy I made it through. I was about to die, bro. They was calling all my relatives, like, man, you know what I'm saying? This nigga,
What?
yeah, they was making calls and shit. Cause I was on a defibrillator, and right after the defibrillator is the ventilator. The ventilator just means you're a vegetable. But I was on a
Right.
defibrillator for like a couple weeks. But so you know what I'm saying? I shut off all my social media because I was tired of niggas talking about we praying for you and all this other shit. But I was like, I don't know who the fuck you niggas praying to, but I'm getting sicker and sicker. So I cut social
Right.
media off. And I just got better. You know what I'm saying? Through prayer and you know what I'm saying, other shit. And I just got better.
Word.
That's right. Well, I'm glad that you did because that was a scary time for everyone. A lot of people were dying, family, friends.
Big facts, man. Big facts,
Seems like
bro.
everybody knew somebody that passed away.
Unfortunately, man. I'm glad you made it through that. I did have some relatives in that same boat, bro. That they was in the hospital for a while with the shit. Man. I'm just glad you was able to get through that shit because it was a crazy time, man. It was a crazy time.
Yeah, a comedy buddy of mine, he actually died from it. You know what I'm saying? He was in the
Ooh,
hospital the same time I was, and he actually passed away from it.
man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
man. Well, shit, we in here, man. We about to get into it, man. I just
big
want to start
facts.
out by saying, you know, comedy is good for the soul. Can somebody
Most definitely.
second that? You know what I'm saying?
Let's
I
go.
love comedy, man. You know what I'm saying? I love to laugh. Laugh is good for the soul. And my first question I just want to ask you is, like, what inspired you to start doing comedy?
Well, a couple of us fellas was sitting around in my father's basement in Gary. And I was just like, nigga, I think I want to be a comedian. I'm saying I watched a lot of Eddie Griffin movies. You know what I'm saying? I watched a lot of comedy and shit like that. And you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I was watching Double Take one day and, Eddie Griffin playing that. And I was like, damn, nigga, I just want to do comedy, bro. And so then we just started thinking about, you know what I'm saying, different ways we can make it to the top. You know what I'm saying? At first, they were, you know what I'm saying, some of my friends like, yo, man, you can just take jokes from other people. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that because that's how you get fucked up. I don't want to do that. I want to have my own jokes, have my own rhythm, do my own
Right.
thing. And and so I tried out comedy. I tried it out. I went to a open mic in the Hidden Shamrock on the north side of Chicago. That was my first spot I'd ever did comedy in. I went to go see a homie do his show, and it was really an open mic, and he signed my name up, and they called me up, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And they was like, well, just be funny for 3 minutes. And I almost got a standing ovation at a fucking open mic comedy club because it was my first time.
I was about to ask you, did you bomb or what? How your first one went?
Shit, it went excellent. It went so good. I was like, shit, I'm a comedian, bro. I'm about to keep doing this. And I just stuck with it.
I'm glad. I'm happy for you, bro. That's dope as hell. That's dope as hell, man. Being as though you from the land, man. If I could just, take you back to the land just a little bit, man. What spots is you eating at, man? When you in the land, you just got to step foot back in the land. What's
the land for everybody who don't know? What's the land?
Yeah, what's the land? The land. You talk about we talk about Gorilla Island, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Gary, Indiana, man. You feel me?
Gary, Indiana.
Where you eating, bro? Like where you stopping in the city, man? Where you at, bro?
All right. So my eating spots in Gary and Maryville. I love the fuck out of BBQ. I've been loving BBQ ever since they was on 25th, and when they moved up to fucking 41st, I still love them.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Is that a barbecue spot?
Man, that's a barbecue spot, man.
Yeah, it's a barbecue. You know what? It's all about their fucking sauce. It's something they doing to that sauce. That sauce on anything makes anything taste good. You like, damn.
It's the certain fries they got and the sauce. Together. It's like the fry. It's the combination of both, and you just get just brown everything on the sauce. I mean, in the sauce, bro. Yeah, it's BBQs.
Put some on the toast.
Oh, see, there you go. You get freaky with it.
And then I ate at Simply Seafood and King Gyro.
Okay,
those are my 3 go-to spots.
Yeah, I could respect that. I could definitely respect that, man. I really, man, salute to all the independent businesses that's out here right now. We just had Dame Dash up here not too long ago. He been doing certain shit, making certain moves. It's gonna be a lot of different shit happening, especially our downtown, area out there. It's a lot of different new businesses and shit. Like, I know you probably fuck with Miller Pizza Co. It's a lot of other places and spots out there, really good spots, man. So salute to everybody in Gary trying to make some shit happen, make some shit shake. The business owners, the artists, everybody, the whole collective, man. And then truth be told, man, it's a lot of other spots like Phenomenal Ribs. I love Phenomenal Ribs, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Great spot. They moved to Miller, you know what I'm saying? So, you know how that is. They had some type of fire situation. So you know how that is.
Oh, another spot in Etna. It's like in Etna. But it's called Armin's Hot Dogs, and that spot is still there. It's right across.
Oh, that's awesome, please.
It's right across the Speedway in the old bowling alley.
Yep. Okay, yeah, man, you from the land, man. It's good. It's good. That's my
from Hot Wieners.
Yeah, hey, man, the Chicago dogs, the Northwest Indiana type thing, man. It's like it's something about how we do that type shit. You feel me? Like we all like mesh together different sides of Chicago, Gary itself, like we all we have our own type of thing up here. Like we still our own separate thing, but we all share certain shit. Like, so we love, you know what I'm saying, hot polishes and shit and mild sauce and different other stuff that we just in Northwest, this little area, we fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a cultural thing. You know what I'm saying?
So somebody just said, what eatery do you like here from Vegas? He said it's a brisket sandwich that you like.
Oh, hell yeah. I love the fuck out of brisket. Wherever I can get good brisket from. But
it's gotta be good brisket, yeah.
Actually he's talking about he's trying to be funny. It's a spot that we all met up at and we did comedy at off of Tropicana and Maryland Parkway. And we did comedy in there, and I ordered a brisket sandwich, but they brought me. This was not a fucking brisket sandwich. I don't know what it was, but I know food. Food. You know what I'm saying? They brought me something. I didn't even eat it. I ate a couple of the fries, and I just gave it back to them. I was like, I'm not even paying for this, and I didn't pay for it either.
Why? What was it? What did it look like, though?
Man, it was like 2 pieces. It was like 2 pieces of meat, and it was very, very tough. That's all I can explain. But it had ketchup, mayonnaise, and it's like that's the shit that you don't put on brisket. All you put is barbecue sauce on brisket. You might put on brisket. You know what I'm saying? But that's about all the condiments that go on brisket. Sauce and a pickle. That's it. That's it. They had ketchup, mayonnaise, all kinds. I'm like, man, this is not a brisket sandwich.
That's too much. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not good. I'm not
Doing
I'm
too
not like
much.
that.
And you know what's crazy? It's almost like, you know, we used to have barbecue and shit is up here and shit. So when you go to other places, they doing it different. They smoking or they doing whatever. Like, it's a lot of spots out in different areas. They just not doing it like we do it, you know?
Oh no,
They don't do it here, that's for
I
sure.
don't know, man. I don't know, man. You know, I don't think nobody make it like the South now. Come on
Hey,
now.
you
You
got
know
to
what I'm
put me on
saying?
when I get
Y'all
down
need to
there,
come down
bro.
to the South and get y'all some of that barbecue
Ooh, I'm
feel.
gonna
Oh yeah,
check
now
it
the
out,
South,
bro.
the South got some bomb ass food too. Now, I ain't gonna knock the South. The South got some great ass food. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
But the
every
South
time I
and the
step foot in the
Midwest.
South, it's always a blessing. Man.
Yeah, man. But check this out. I know at the beginning you mentioned Eddie, man. I just want to know if you can do it off the top, man. What are your 5 best comedians? I know you got a top 5.
All right, I got Red Fox, Richard Pryor.
Okay, you
You know
take
what I'm saying? Red Fox,
you take it
Richard
with them.
Pryor, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Griffin, and Mike Epps.
I
Okay.
can respect that. For sure.
Okay.
And I done met
Why
all
did
of
you
them
pick
niggas
those?
except 2 of them. Huh?
Understandable.
Which
Right.
is your top one though, and why are they your top one?
Well, Red Fox is my number 1 because Red performed in front of white people and he made them fucking laugh. And all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I just like. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? He performed in front of white people. It was like no colors in there. It was all white people. And he made them laugh,
Really?
telling stories. You know what I'm saying? Doing little jokes. You know what I'm saying? I just like that. I just like that when a black man can go in front of a million fucking white people and just make them all laugh. And while he was talking shit about them,
Right,
now I'm saying he wasn't doing jokes. He was making fun of them, and they loved it.
Right. And they
Rich
laughed, yeah, because they
too.
thought it was a joke. They thought it was funny. So yeah, that was the perfect time to talk shit.
Yeah, and
Did you watch Sanford and
I
Son?
watch a little Sanford and Son every now and then.
Yeah, I know my favorite comedian. You know, he performed in front of a lot of white people. He died, but Patrick
Okay.
O'Neal, man.
Yeah.
Patrick O'Neal was one of my favorites right there,
Super.
man. That boy was a fool
Super
with it.
crazy. I definitely don't know what really happened with him. It was a lot, you know what I'm saying, that happened with bro, but yeah, he was cold, bro.
I think he had diabetes.
Or something like that. Yeah, something like that was going on.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm a fan of, you know, different other people, man. I gotta put Cat in, you know what I'm saying? Anything I'm doing, Cat Williams gotta go up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to put my guy Corey Holcomb in there as well, man. I'm gonna have to put Corey in there, man. It's a few guys.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
rock
Well,
with
you
Corey
only
Holcomb
asked me
heavy.
for a top 5, so I mean they on my list.
Right.
Yeah,
You
asked
know,
me for a top 5. I gave you the top 5.
Right. Yeah, but
Right.
that's my, if I was to think of anybody, but you know me, I'm not a comedy connoisseur, so it's definitely, you probably are very like much sort of a connoisseur with like the style and different art forms. So if anything, how would you describe your style of comedy, man? Your art form, how would you describe that?
Well, I take from all of them. Like I do a lot of storytelling. I always perform. I perform a lot in front of white people. I got a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different style. You know what I'm saying? I do, like, if you go to a show, you're gonna hear a whole lot of comedy. But when I get up there, you're gonna hear about hood comedy, shit that's going on in the hood, and shit that's going on everywhere else in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like funny stuff, like people with broken toilet seats. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, right. Type shit. Yeah, I hear you.
You ain't mentioned how you feel about Eddie, man? Any Eddie fans?
Eddie.
I mean, I ain't really an Eddie fan like that. Don't get
Well,
on me, but I ain't really an Eddie fan like that.
Well, Eddie Griffin is a person that I actually met.
I'm talking about Eddie Murphy.
I met Eddie Murphy, but it was at Eddie Griffin's house, and it was like really brief. I mean, I didn't talk to him, but I just shook his hand, and you know what I'm saying, I just sat down. You know what I'm saying, I didn't say anything as they talked amongst each other. But Eddie Murphy.
Oh, you went to Eddie Griffin house?
Yeah, I used to hang out with Eddie Griffin. I hung out with Eddie Griffin for like 2-3 years.
That's
Yeah, I
amazing.
got.
Well, yeah,
I'm sure you learned a
I watch
lot
his
from
YouTube
him
channel,
too.
man.
Yes, I did.
You watch him
Yeah, I
on
do.
YouTube?
Yeah,
He
yeah, I be catching him on YouTube.
he go over a lot of different topics, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I catch.
He really into the culture, what's going on right
I
Mhm.
now.
have caught his podcast as well. It does seem interesting, and it does seem like, man, he keeping his voice alive, man. And his voice has transcended just the comedic like aspect of what he do. Like he can, like you said, he puts different elements in his shit. Like he might get a little political, he might get a little religious, he might get a little spiritual, he might do anything, but it all ties together when he do his shit, and it's all information. Too. Sometimes I see a lot of shit
Mm-hmm.
he do. So, yeah, Eddie Griffin is an amazing, like comic and shit, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Where Cat Williams at on y'all
Cat Williams
list?
is number 6. You know what I'm saying? He'll be.
Okay.
Oh man, I can't really. It take time. I gotta see a person like me. I listen and deal with so much shit. It would take a minute to really put a real list together to really put it there. 'Cause I
Right.
fuck with everybody. Yeah,
So
I fuck
many
with everybody.
comedians out there, though. There's so many
Yeah.
well-known comedians.
Yes, talent out there, especially what you know
Yes.
what I'm saying. Our guy right here, you feel me? Like
Yeah.
I'm really, really, man. I'm definitely interested in hearing some of your material, bro. Are you gonna bless us with something tonight, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really
A
like to
couple
give
jams.
away too
Okay,
much.
cool.
You gotta
Just
come to the
few.
show to
That's
catch
fine.
me. You know what I'm
We
saying?
just want to.
No, that
Yeah, we just want to go ahead and talk shit. We get to know you. You get to, to tell everybody about you. And yeah, comedy, it is good for the soul, no matter what. It lifts you up. Even when you're in a really depressing mood, just upset, or maybe you had a bad day. But when you hear a really good joke that makes you laugh,
yeah,
that just changes your whole mood in 2 seconds.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
a fact.
Fact.
You know
That's
what
a
I'm
fact,
saying?
man.
Now, if you was to say, well, first and foremost, as well, since you're from the land, man, as your upbringing, you said you mentioned you went to Lew Wallace. You graduated from Lew Wallace, right?
Yeah.
Was there anybody around you that was also doing comedy that you still connected with? Anybody that was also kind of in the same, on the same grind? Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
No, because I wasn't a comedian in high school. I didn't really, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really get into comedy until like my 30s. You know what I'm saying? I was always told
Okay.
that, you know what I'm saying, I would probably make a good comedian or whatever, and I just blew them off like, yeah, whatever. I'm not no class clown. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get into a lot of trouble, but I'm not a class clown. But
You weren't the class clown? You weren't telling jokes or being funny at school?
Nah, I was mainly the guy that got detention a lot. You know what I'm saying? I did, I was going against the grind, going against the rules on a lot of shit, and you know what I'm saying? I was getting in trouble all the time. Right. I was living out my Gary ways.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I get that. I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? I got into gang banging and all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all the worst things. You know what I'm saying? In Gary.
Word.
Okay.
So what were your thoughts right there when they told you to get up on stage and just be funny, to go ahead and make them laugh? What was going through your mind at that moment? What made you really say, okay, I can really do this? Or was it after the fact that's when you realized, oh, I could do this? But what made you go up there?
Well, you know what I'm saying? When she called me on stage, she was like, we're going to light you at 4. You know what I'm saying? But you do 3 minutes. No, we're going to light you at 3 minutes because you only get 4 minutes up on stage. You know what I'm saying? And so when she's like, just be funny, I was like, fuck it. So I just started talking about rappers. You know what I'm saying? I started talking about Chief Keef and Waka Flocka Fame and all, you know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. And they actually let me do 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because I had everybody rolling, and then I just got off. And when I walked back over to my boy, he was still laughing. He was like, man, you got it, bro. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do comedy. I think I like, you know what I'm saying? A comedian doesn't make a lot of money when they first start off. You have to be in a big movie or be on a music video or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Being a comedy doesn't really pay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until you become a big person, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do a movie, do a, you know what I'm saying, do a comedy album or getting a music video, get the music, and then the money start rolling in. But when you first start doing comedy, for the first 5 years, you're gonna be broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, hitting that chitlin circuit. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about hitting that chitlin circuit, like different cities? That's what you're trying to do, like hit all the funny bones and comedy zones and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, when I travel with
city.
Spice, I've been to more cities than I would have ever been in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
As far as comedy wise, I mean, I've been to a lot of cities, a lot of states.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? More than I probably would have been.
So is you doing it? You doing it full time? Like you doing it full time, or you got a day job or something? How you fit that into your schedule?
Right now I'm unemployed like a motherfucker. I just do comedy. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of comedy shows. You know what I'm saying? They pay. You know what I'm saying? I get paid a little chump change, but like I said, until you make it big, I mean, it's over 20 million damn comedians all over the world. You know what I'm saying? We all fighting to be at one spot, be famous.
Yeah.
And not all of us can be famous.
Right. And that's a lot of almost anything that you're trying to do for yourself. You need to go ahead and basically sacrifice from the beginning. That you know you're not going to get paid in the beginning, but you need to get yourself out there first. That's for anything, from being a comedian to being an artist to being an actor to just doing any type of business yourself. You have to start with risking a lot, which is not getting paid. But you have to go ahead and compete. Like you said, so many comedians out there try to compete for maybe a few positions to make it big. And that's kind of hard. But I mean, it depends on how devoted you are and how much you want to become that comedian, right?
That's a big fact right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They say them comedians be beefing like rappers too, man. They be
hating
on each other and shit.
Hell yeah, man. It's beefing. It's beefing Las Vegas comedy all the time. People stealing other people's jokes.
We should do it like a comedy battle.
You know what I'm saying? People, you know what I'm saying? The main thing is people stealing other people's jokes. That's the main thing. And that's even in showbiz. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Eddie Griffin told me straight to my face. He was like, listen, if you're gonna come up here and hang out and kick it with me, you can't bring no other comedians up here. You're the only comedian that can come up here. And I was like, oh, okay. And that's because, you know what I'm saying, comedians come up there and they listen to his shit and they steal some of his shit, take it back to the open mic circuit and then start using it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he done wrong. So I mean, I can dig it. A lot of comedians don't want other comedians coming to their thing. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of joke stealing.
Damn, really?
If there was one thing, the funniest, like maybe the funniest story you got with Eddie Griffin, man, that you know, obviously, you know what I'm saying, within reason, of course, that you could say, what would you say the funniest situation that ever occurred hanging out with bro?
The funniest situation, because we didn't have too many funny things. It was like a lot of seriousness. All right,
interesting though.
You know, all right, I don't know if this is funny, but I mean, you know, whatever. When I first met him, you know what I'm saying, I met him through one of his people that he worked with. Like they came in, I think they were out, you know what I'm saying, just loving comedy, and they caught me somewhere and they were like, yo, man, you want to meet Eddie Griffin? And I was like, yeah, sure. But I didn't believe him. I thought they were spitting that, you know what I'm saying, that Hollywood talk. Because when I first got to Vegas, a lot of people was hitting me with that Hollywood talk, you know what I'm saying, blowing smoke up my ass. And I was, you know what I'm saying, I was like, you know what I'm saying. So when he said you can meet Eddie Griffin, I was like, yeah, whatever. And so I took his number, but you know what I'm saying, I didn't act on it for like a couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying. So a couple of weeks went by, I hit him up. I was like, man, let me get some Eddie Griffin tickets. And sure enough, he sure did. He set it up for me to pick it up from Rio. And I went down to Rio, picked up the tickets, and I got to see Eddie. Now, what I didn't know is that I was going to get to go backstage to meet him. So when I went backstage to meet him, you know what I'm saying, we shook it up, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, you know, he's like, man, I'm a real big fan of your comedy. And I was like, big fan of who comedy? My comedy? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, he
what
said
do you say?
He just said I tell some very pretty cool little storytelling jokes, and I was like, oh, okay, well that's what's up.
Right.
But then later on that night, he invited me to come to Four Seasons to eat with him and all his people. And so, when I got there, you know what I'm saying, I valeted because I figured I'm going to Four Seasons. I gotta be top priority in this bad boy shit. I gotta act like I'm rich. So I pulled up and I valeted. I don't know why I did that. But I valeted, I walked in there, and Eddie was, you know what I'm saying, he said, you come over here, sit down, you know what I'm saying, chop it up with me and shit. So I chopped it up with him, and he was like, you can get whatever you want to eat. And I was like, all right. So I started looking at the menu, and Four Seasons is not cheap. Four Seasons is kind of expensive. And so I started looking at my wallet like, damn, I can just get some fries out of here. I can't really, you know what I'm saying?
A couple of fries.
Yeah, Eddie was like, he was like, no, man, you ain't got to pay for nothing. He's like, I already paid for all the food. And I was like, how you pay for whatever? And so so I ordered what I wanted, and I tried to give him some money. I tried to give him some money for it, you know what I'm saying? Trying to leave a tip. He picked my money up and threw it back at me like, nah, man, we don't want your fucking money. Like, damn, all right.
I don't want your little change.
Yeah, he didn't want the little 20. He like 20. What's up?
Right. The little 20. He don't see 20s.
Yeah, so
listen here, man. Hey, man, I was always told, man, when somebody offer to pay for your food, you better go ahead and get what you want. Don't try to act like you only want a little bit, man. Get what you gonna get. They paying for it.
I'm the kind of person that I don't want anything for free. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing really for free in life. You know what I'm saying? It all, if somebody offers you something, it always comes with something else. So I didn't know that he was going, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, that anything else was going to come from it. But I didn't want to eat it for free. I was like, man, I could pay for it. Well, I mean, I can get some fries. I can't get the salmon on it. Fries. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, no. He was like, no. He's like, the food is already paid for. He's like, whatever you want, you can get it. And I was like, well, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? I do it this one time. You know what I'm saying? I do it this one time, but I ain't gonna do it all the time.
I will say,
let me get this T-bone right here. Yeah, I've been wanting to try this T-bone right here.
As though, we from the same place, bro. I will say this, man. We don't really encounter a lot of hospitable people like that.
We
Southern
don't.
hospitality, you get what I'm saying? So the Southern hospitality shit is really real. That's why, when bro was talking about, he just brought up the South and shit. And when I said every time I step down there, it's beautiful because the hospitable people that be down there, they will fix you a plate of food like they your family. They'll give you the shirt off their back, a lot of them people, man. And we don't really up here, we don't really get that.
That's not here.
Yeah, we've all from down there, truth be told, but it's like, generations of just city life and hustle bustle, grinding and shit. We don't be moving like that. So you meet a person that's like, dude, I don't want your money, man. I'm just trying to connect with you, man. Like legitimately, I don't care about none of this.
Yeah, I just wanted knowledge. I just wanted knowledge.
You know what I'm saying? And genuinely, he's on some like, hey, man, this is how I live, man. And if you with me, you gonna experience it, bro. I don't need nothing for that. It just speaks for his character too. We just don't really experience that too much from where we from like that.
And and another thing is, he always told me that he appreciated me hanging out with him because I never asked him for shit. You know what I'm saying? Most people get around and they start asking to put me on comedy shows and get some money, and I never asked for none of that. All I did was show up, hang out. You know what I'm saying? Kick it. I've been to all three of his houses. You know what I'm saying? I played basketball with his son at one of his houses. You know what I'm saying? I met a lot of people being with Eddie. You know what I'm saying? I never said anything, but I just shook hands and just sat down. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm here for knowledge. I'm here to gain knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And
don't he got a boat too? He got a boat too, don't he?
Well, his house that he has now up at the edge of Flamingo. Yeah, he living on the water now. He got a little boat. I've been up there on a little pontoon boat.
That's dope.
Yeah. Now I know it's one thing. Comedians be having to deal with that I get them a lot of respect for. I just want to know, have you ever had to deal with it, man? How do you deal with hecklers, man? Hecklers in the crowd.
At first, I dealt with hecklers the Gary way. You know what I'm saying? I would be like, threaten the motherfuckers like I beat your ass, I kill you, and all this other shit. But that was when I was first.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
the
I
one,
ain't the
nigga.
one. You gonna chill out with that shit. I only got a couple minutes
Oh,
up here,
shit.
and that's what I did at first.
This mic gonna hit your
But
head,
then as
goddamn.
I got better at comedy, you know what I'm saying? A heckler is a person that wants to be a part of the show. 9
Right.
times out of 10, they want to be a part of the show. So when I get a heckler, I would ask the heckler to come up on stage with me, and then I just fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? And make them part of the show. Then I tell them, go sit your ass down. You had your minutes of fame. Now it's back to me. You know what I'm saying? I give them what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you just
They
want
want that attention from it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? They just want a little attention too. So I give them a little attention, then I sit them down, and then don't talk to them no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
I used to be reckless in the beginning though. I was reckless as hell.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. Who that? I think deal with hecklers pretty good. D-Ray,
Yeah,
D-Ray.
yeah,
He always got some
yeah,
good
definitely
comebacks
hilarious.
for them hecklers.
Yeah,
I
D-Ray
would
is on my
definitely
list
Yeah,
too.
man. How you feel?
Is any
How you feel about What'd you
no,
say?
you good. No, I was just gonna ask any of your material online. We could definitely we got to check some of your material out for sure, bro.
My
Any of your
early
stand-up stuff.
my early years is on YouTube under Doughboy Kaiser, Doughboy Tyler, because I used to be affiliated with Yosan. You know Yosan Tyler out of
Salute to
Gary,
your
Indiana.
son.
Yeah, I used to be
Yeah,
affiliated with them a lot. You know what I'm saying? We used to work together. You know what I'm saying? Me, Yosan, Kojak, Breezy. Well, rest in peace to Breezy. Rest in peace to Hood.
facts,
Willie
facts,
Bobo.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? We used to all,
Okay, yeah,
yeah, we used to all be tight and shit like that. So,
okay,
I
yeah.
used to,
Salute to the guys, man. Yeah, I'm definitely familiar with your son. Definitely familiar with Willie Bobo, Breezy, all those guys, man. Yeah, salute to those guys, man.
yeah,
And they making their moves in the city as well, man.
yeah, they
Definitely,
are. Yeah, they are. You know what I'm saying? You can see
definitely.
Yosan pretty much anywhere right now.
Yeah, your son. Yeah, he's on. I think he's doing this acting thing right now too. I'm not sure what he's doing right now. Like, I think he's gonna be on The Shy or something too, something like that. So salute to bro, man. Yeah. I mean,
That's
yeah.
a fact, man.
As far as like, I will say it's diverse here, man. Like, it's a lot of different sounds, a lot of different people and shit. Is there anybody you connected with within the entertainment industry here that you like? Anybody doing some shit that you like here from the land?
All from Gary.
Yes, sir. Anywhere, even Chicago area, anywhere this Midwest area. Truthfully, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I really did. I just hung around a lot of comedians. I didn't really connect with them. You know what I'm saying? Because
Understandable.
you know what I'm saying. In Chicago, there's a lot of hate.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hate in Chicago. Like people would hate on you, be like, nah, he not good. You know what I'm saying? They might be like, what do you think about this guy? Be like, oh, nah, he not good. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody want a brother to be better than them. So they
Oh,
gonna
of
hate
course
on
not.
you and all this. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot more hate going around Chicago. I didn't start really connecting with a lot of comedians until I moved to Vegas. And when I moved to Vegas, I connected with Bill Bellamy, Joe Torre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's more easier access here in Vegas because everybody comes to Vegas.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Big facts. Yeah, it's
And Chicago is home to a lot of
definitely.
famous
Oh yeah,
comedians too.
D.
You know what
Ray
I'm saying?
Davis, Corey
Some of the
Holcomb.
best.
Facts. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lots of I mean, Mike Epps is from Indiana, you know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, we got a lot of talent, but like you said, man, it just seems, man, we are just, at the brink of some changes that's going to be happening. So it's going to be up to us to really put some eyes on the land and go grind these next few years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just really go crazy. And maybe we'll start getting some of this recognition for the great people that really are from here for real. You know what I'm saying? Including yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of us need that push from the land. Like, and the land is going to get what it deserves. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of hate. Like you said, it's just too much hate. Like, we got to do better. Like, so you heard what this man said. That whole area, this Northwest Indiana area, this melting pot, Chicagoland. You feel me? We need to come together on the entertainment level, business level, man, stop this goofy stuff we can't get out
I
on
mean,
the
what
network.
now? See, what they don't understand is like in comedy,
It's money, man.
like in comedy. What I've noticed, it's a lot of comedy to go around. It's enough food for all of us to eat on.
Right.
We can all eat at the
Facts.
same fucking time, you know what I'm saying, being at the same damn dinner table. But
Mhm.
a lot of people don't want to, like a lot of comedians
Share.
don't want to associate. If you're better than them, then they'll put you down or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of hate, a lot of back talking, a lot of deceitfulness. You know what I'm saying? There's not too much honesty, but I think that there's enough food on the table for all of us to eat. For every comedian in the fucking world to eat off this one fucking plate. There's enough food for all of us to eat
Facts.
and still achieve greatness.
Mhm.
That is true.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. But I mean, we got a couple more questions. We're gonna let you get into your little set. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to ask, how you feel about, T.I. transitioning to comedy
Mhm.
and Charleston
Yeah,
White. Charleston White
big
doing his thing
facts.
too.
Big facts. He is.
Now how I feel about that. Now I feel that you're not a real comedian if you never did stand up anywhere. You know what I'm saying? To be a
Mhm.
comedian, that means that you have to do stand up comedy in places that are very low, very high. You know what I'm saying? You're not a comedian just because you just say you are. And
Right.
a lot of people think they can just get into comedy because they just think it's easy. They just think that people just want to hear them talk, and it's like, no. You know what I'm saying? You might have a lot of stories to tell, but you have to be funny within that story. You just can't
And
be
you
up
have
there,
to keep it going too.
Mhm.
yeah,
That's
you
the
just can't be up
thing.
there and just give a speech. Like nobody wants to hear a fucking speech. You know what I'm saying? No, you get booed like a motherfucker. They want to hear substance
Yeah.
in this shit. They want to hear punchlines. You know what I'm saying? So for
Mhm.
T.I.
Mhm.
to become a comedian, and he's been a rapper all his life, he's just using his
Right.
fame to get on as a
Right.
comedian. But as he know, comedy ain't for everybody. Because I heard he got booed a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen if
Yeah.
if you never did it from the beginning until now, like Eddie Murphy.
Mhm.
Like Eddie Murphy's been a comedian all his life. He jumped into
Yeah.
movies.
Right,
He
right.
did a lot of movies, but then he tried to come
Yeah.
back to comedy. It didn't work out for him. But that's because
Yeah.
times have changed. You know what I'm saying? We got the
Mhm.
Me Too movement, cancel culture, and all that other stuff. So he really
Yeah.
couldn't be
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
funny as he wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, that's the thing, though. To be a true comedian, like you say, you just can't just jump all of a sudden and tell some jokes or tell a story. You
Yeah.
have to keep it going. You have to go ahead, like you said. You know, unfortunately, in the industry, a lot of people steal jokes.
Yeah. Big
Well,
facts.
how are you gonna really make it if you can't be original? If you can't stand out? Why do you have to take other people's jokes? Or how long are you gonna be able to tell stories before you run out of them, and
You
then you
start
can't
stealing
dance?
material. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Because you have to
Yeah.
always constantly, I'm sure you had to always go ahead and, create your stories.
Yeah. You got to stay inspired. You got to stay
Yeah.
relevant. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's any writer. Yeah. Any
And
writer got to do
speaking
that.
of and speaking of stealing jokes, I know who was that was talking? Was that Cat Williams said Cedric the
Yeah.
Entertainer stole his
Yeah.
joke. Do y'all remember that
I
joke? I don't
remember
really
that.
it was kind
Now
of
I
similar
remember.
about the little car thing. It was kind of similar. I don't think it wasn't really the
Now, all right,
same
now
to me.
I'm explaining because you know what I'm saying I do know comedy and
Yes,
I know
please
how people
explain.
can take a joke and change
Okay,
it a
yeah.
little bit. Kind of like how P. Diddy take your music and change it, how Drake take your music and change it.
Mhm.
That's the same
Yeah.
way Cedric the Entertainer did
Yep.
Cat. Now, I remember when Cat did that at the Laugh Factory. He did it when he was like up and coming, and
Mhm.
he did a joke about the space, about him cruising the street smoking a
Right,
cigarette.
right,
Cedric
Yeah.
Entertainer,
right.
I
It was
don't know
kind
if
of
Cedric
similar
was
though.
there or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I mean by stealing jokes. You take somebody's joke, you just change it a little bit,
Mhm.
but then you know what I'm saying, but you keep the whole premise of it. It's like, well, that's stealing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just because you changed it from a car to a spaceship, you changed to a spaceship, you're doing the same driving motions that he was doing, you smoking a
Right.
cigarette, the same as Cat
Right.
Williams was doing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, that's a stolen joke. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now,
I ain't gonna lie, I like Cedric's a little better. I ain't gonna lie, I like Cedric's a little better. He pulled that off a little
Now,
better.
you
I
know
like
what?
his.
Now, people can take your jokes and they can actually make them better. They can make them worse, whatever the case. But the fact is that he stole it. And for him to say he
Right.
didn't steal it, you know what I'm saying? It
And-
just speaks volumes. It's like, well, man, you can't
Very
own
much
up to
so.
it, be like, yeah, I did steal it. It's not gonna ruin his fame if he said he stole it. You know what I'm saying? He
Exactly.
gonna still be famous.
Mhm.
If anything, he just could have gave him some homage or said, "Hey, man, when I was watching these guys, I got inspired and I did some stuff with those guys. And salute to those guys."
Right.
You know, it could have been that simple.
And
That
Cedric said he did that thing way before that boy
no, he
started
did.
doing
No, he
comedy,
did.
man.
No, he did. And that's
That's what
why. And
Cedric
that,
said, man. I did that way before
yeah,
Cat
man.
started,
That's
man.
why. You know,
But he ain't got no evidence of it. You know what I'm saying? Cat
you
got
know,
Wow.
evidence. He got it on Comic View. He did it on
I
Comic
Yeah,
give
he
you
View.
did.
respect,
He
man.
did. He
You
did it
know,
at the
and
Laugh Factory. That's where the first place he did was at the Laugh Factory.
And that's,
And
I just lose respect for when you do that type stuff, man. Don't you know? You got to stand on it, man. You know? Yeah, yeah,
You can't do
yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
yeah.
And who else? Steve Harvey and Mark Curry. Mark Curry said Steve
Yep,
Harvey
yep,
stole
yep.
his
yeah,
jokes
and
too.
I
You know what I'm
believe it.
saying? He talked to that boy on
And
stage.
I believe that because I'm saying, like I said, man, you might hear a comedian say something that's hot as shit. And you be like, damn, that shit was fire. I hope you don't use that no more because I'm gonna steal that. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
That's just how hey, that's just how it is. Just like people, just like rappers, motherfuckers steal other people's lyrics. He'll say
Yeah,
a person's
yeah.
whole line
Right, right.
on his motherfucking
Right.
shit. You know what I'm
The
saying?
whole ball.
And one of them, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you remember when Drake stole that one dude's music? The dude
So X
man, I'm trying to think
Extentation.
no, not his, another dude.
And Drake done
It's,
stole
it's, it's a
couple
dude
lines,
that
man.
wasn't as famous. He wasn't as famous as first, but he was he had his music on YouTube, and I think Drake saw it and used his music without him knowing, and then he blew
Drown.
up on it.
And he
And then
can get
Drown.
away with it because he's Drake,
yeah,
man.
then old boy got it. Then old boy got on Drake and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, you stole my music, and he was like, man, I didn't steal nothing. He's like, well, why the hell does your shit sound just like my shit?
Right.
I like that song. You used to call me on my cell phone.
The Drown.
And
Yeah,
then-
that's what's on
Yeah.
Drown.
Yeah, that beat
Now
right
he
there. He
goes-
took
Yeah,
that
yeah.
from a
He
dude
goes
from
by,
YouTube
yeah.
and just started using it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was definitely familiar with that whole situation, man. Now, bro, he goes by Shelly, if I'm not mistaken. He had he rebranded himself and everything, but it wasn't as well received, obviously, as his first original shit. He has a whole thing where he goes and he kind of talk about it, but it's unfortunate with that type shit. I just salute to the niggas who can rise above it. But that's in the industry, in any entertainment, because anything you have to do to perform. Like niggas are gonna try to take any elements they can to to retain something for themselves. And I get it, it's a dog eat dog world, But at
Like
the end of the
I'm
day,
gonna tell you another
know?
example. Like Spice One, like what I'm saying, from his early
Yeah.
records, he got a part where he say, what you know what I'm saying? He was talking to somebody. He's like, what, you can't talk with a fucking gun in your mouth, nigga? And then fast forward, Biggie said the same thing in his song. He used the same exact line as Spice One. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what? But he didn't give a shout out to Spice or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He just took his line and he just put it in his rap. And it's, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, people take different pieces from your stuff and they'll put it into their stuff, and then they'll just rewrite it a whole nother way and change maybe one or two things, and then just start using your stuff. And that's why a lot of comedians do not want other comedians coming to see them at their shows because of that reason.
Yeah.
That definitely makes sense. Man, bro, and you said you did mention you went on tour with Spice One early on, right? Like a few years ago or something like that, right?
Yeah, I toured, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, I know him personally. Like I go to his house and smoke with him all the time. You know what I'm saying?
That's so dope, man. That's so dope.
And how I met Spice? I met Spice at a comedy show. I opened up for Domino at this one place, Money Plays. Used to be on Flamingo and Decatur.
Yeah.
And Money Plays, you know what I'm saying? They had a whole lot of people that come through there. And I was hosting a show for Domino one time, and I was standing against the wall, and Spice One walked past me, and I was like, man, that looked like Spice One. But then I was like, man, what would Spice One be doing in a place like this? You know what I'm saying? One of the promoters, when I had got off stage, you know what I'm saying, when Domino was doing his music, I had got off stage, and one of the promoter dudes grabbed me. He's like, man, I want you to meet somebody. So he took me in the back outside, and he introduced me to Spice One. And I was like, oh shit, and I like, nigga, I used to rob niggas off your motherfucking music, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I happened to have a blunt. We smoked out one time. He threw me his number. He's like, hit him up. And once again, I thought it was Hollywood talk. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? This ain't your real number. But I took it anyway. And I actually acted on it like a couple of weeks later, like I did Eddie Griffin number. You know what I'm saying? I acted on it like a couple of weeks later. He really picked up the phone. He told me to come through to his house and everything. And I went over there, and we've been friends for like the last 5 or 6 years.
Damn.
That's amazing, man. Hey, salute to Spice One, man. For real. Yeah.
Salute to Spice One, man. For real.
So do you have any upcoming?
I'm sorry. What was you saying, bro?
No, I was just gonna ask. Do you have any upcoming shows, events that you're gonna, be on that you want to talk about?
Well, I did have a show August 13th, but the venue closed down or some shit. I don't know. So right now I'm just seeking out some new venues, you know what I'm saying, connecting with some new people, trying to get some more work. I did have that coming up in August, but you know what I'm saying, that got canceled. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm just working on other stuff, you know what I'm saying, right now.
Okay. Hey man, keep grinding, keep working, man. That's why we here. It's all about the network. It's all about making shit happen.
So do you tell jokes to girls to pick them up?
Tell jokes.
No.
You be telling jokes?
Nah, you probably just run up.
You know what? I don't have game. I'm gameless. I just speak my mind. Women always say they want to hear the truth, so I just speak my mind. Whatever come out my mouth, just come out my mouth. If I don't get the pussy,
there you go. Show them what that mouth can do, right?
But I just speak to them. I don't really run game. I don't tell them any lies, any shit like that. I just spit real shit to them. And if you know what I'm saying, if they accept it, they accept it. They don't. I just move on. Like, all right, there's a lot of women in the world. I don't have to be stuck on one.
That is true. That is true.
Hey man, and if I was to say, man, as far as like what's going on in the world right now, man, anything that's been catching your attention recently? I just seen, Lil Reese just got out of jail, man. He was falsely accused of rape and shit. Thought that shit was insane because the climate for this Me Too shit is rampant, and you got these real victims that's really going through shit, and you got these bitches lying and shit on people. Salute to Lil Reese, man. Like, so, I'm sorry they got to go through that.
Well, as far as the Me Too movement and anything, or the cancel culture, I hope they cancel me. That's gonna make me more famous. So please come after me.
Right.
Please cancel me. You know what I'm saying? Please.
We don't fuck with this nigga, right? Your shit's gonna sell out.
Yeah, man. That cancel culture is serious, man, especially on comedians. You know what I'm saying? It's like they can't really get their shit off like they used to back in the day, man. I hate that for them. You know what I'm saying? I want comedians to be as raw as they want to be,
Exactly.
It's comedy.
Well, some of us still as raw as we can want to be. We just don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? The people need to hear real shit in life, not this watered down shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. So a lot of us, we still do our comedy. We don't even care about Me Too or cancel culture or whatever.
You can't. You kind of got to just take.
Like when they made Kevin Hart. When they made Kevin Hart apologize for some shit he said like 10 years ago, and he actually did it, I was just like, you a sucker. I wouldn't have did it. 10 years ago,
you like that about people too.
But that's the thing. Doesn't it make it more difficult for you to go ahead and create a story, create something, because you have to be careful of certain sex, gender, or their sexual preference, or anything like that, or politics, or even religion. I mean, does it just every day somebody's talking about something, they complain about something, does it make it harder for you to create your jokes, your stories without, are you thinking in your mind, am I going to offend someone today with this?
No, because like Eddie told me, he was like, you know what? You have a great comedy sense in yourself. He was like, you should make more of the jokes about you. And once he told me that, I took that shit and ran with it. I started doing jokes about myself. Yeah, you came and steal my shit.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm talking about myself. You came and steal it. So yeah, so I created
Right.
another lane with that one.
shit, that's why Mark Curry said he knows Steve Harvey took his shit because his joke was about him. He said, you can't, how you gonna do a joke that was about my real life, nigga? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's
Now you know what? Now there was a person that did try to steal my shit, and somebody recorded it and sent it to me. I don't give a fuck. I say his name. That nigga Spanky Hayes tried to steal my shit one time, and
Spanky.
Not
Oh
Spanky. Hey,
man.
yeah, no,
Damn,
somebody
Spanky.
recorded his set and sent it to me, and I was like, well, that's cool. I'm happy. He was doing
But
a lot of fat shit.
damn.
He was doing like a lot of fat shit, but he's not fat like I am. So you know what I'm saying? There's different levels to being fat.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So his fatness, I mean, the jokes wasn't going too smooth for him because he's not the level of fatness that I am. So you gotta be a level of fatness that I am to talk about fat shit.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And you know, I've realized, you know, you rubbing shoulders with a lot of people, bro. So there is gonna be those elements there, man, where people might just do that, you know,
And that
or
means that you're doing something.
yeah, you're doing something good, or you know, just generally like the beef within the industry, man. Have you seen any personal upfront confrontations with different comics, man, or any people within the
Hell
industry,
yeah.
bro?
Man, I'd have had a couple beefs in comedy. The first one was with this one dude. He was dry snitching on me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? He was dry snitching, and I kind of confronted him about it. So then I went to his house, and he didn't want to open the door. He was scared as shit because I came to his house. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them comedians like, nah, if you're gonna talk shit, bro, I'm gonna just come to you. Fuck this over the keyboard, fuck this internet. I'm gonna come to your place of business, and handle this. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? He moved to Utah or some shit. I had another beef with another dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, make a long story short, I took him to LA, he complained, and you know, yeah, he took me off the list of the Cannabis Cup, and you know, I called him a couple bitches. He got upset. I mean, still to this day, he always talking about he want to fight me, but he see me everywhere, but he ain't made no moves. So I guess he don't want to really fight me. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it be here.
What people have to realize is that before we were comedians, we were always something else.
Exactly. So,
and you know what I'm saying? You can't be funny with everybody. You have to take it. You have to read the room when you want to be funny at somebody. And
You do have to do that.
He didn't read the room because he just thought I was some old Rudy Poo ass dude. And nah, I'm about that life, bro. So you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, you know, we can take it there if you want to, but I mean, it ain't gonna look good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I hear you, bro. I mean, you got to stand on business when it's time to stand on business, man. So it's as simple as that. Simple. Yeah, man. You know, hey, you definitely been tested and vetted, bro. Hey, I see you've been through the ups and the downs, bro. So I'm really, you know, intrigued to dig more into your material, bro, and figure out, you know what I mean, you know, what really you gonna be getting into like in the future, bro. Like anything you think about getting into acting, you think about doing some like screenplay
Like,
shit.
where do you see yourself in 5 years? And where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yeah, big shit. Yeah, big
It's
facts.
different.
Well, you know, when people ask me that, I'll be like, well, shit, nigga, I'm already 47. So in 5 years, I'd be 52. In 10 years, I'd be 57. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully into some movies. I do a lot of skits. I've been in a lot of videos. I'm in a lot of Spice One videos. I did a lot of skits I do out here. I've been in a lot of other videos that people from Vegas have been in. You know what I'm saying? They put me in a video or whatever. I've done a lot of skits. I did a couple movies, but they were D-rated. They were D level movies. I don't even know the name of them. I just know I got paid, and that's all that matters. I never asked about it. I didn't care. I didn't care if it ever made it. I know I just got that up money, and I ran with that. Like, oh, okay, you want to give me this little $600? Oh, hell yeah, I'll do this anytime.
You said I just got to be funny. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
I get you. You got to get how you live, man. Whatever, however it's coming type shit. Yeah, I get it. Totally. You know what I'm saying? In the process of you even being in that element, man, what did you learn from that shit, bro? Like, what did you really learn from dealing with all of that shit and how you came up with that?
I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot throughout my comedy years. I've been doing comedy for about like 11, 12 years now. And you know, just learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. I learned that, you know what I'm saying, you can be funny if you know what I'm saying, if you don't even really try, you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying, because there's two types of things. You got talent, which is funny, and then you got funny. You know what I'm saying? Talent is something that you were given by God. You got a God-given talent to be a comedian. You got a God-given talent to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But then if you just want to be funny, then you write jokes to make people laugh. So you tell a lot of lies in your shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to lie to make people laugh, and that's not the way that I like to do. I like to be real about my shit. So you know what I'm saying? The more really you are, the more you can connect with people, because people are like, damn, he going through the same shit that I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just learned that, you know, keep it funny. That's all Eddie used to tell me. Hey man, the best thing you can do ever in life is to be funny. And that's the only model he go by. Be funny when you hit that stage, and the rest is history.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Dude, well, you know, without further ado, bro, man, I definitely would love to hear anything you know, I don't know what type of material you know what I'm saying, you prepared today, bro. I definitely, you know,
show the people what that mouse can do.
Yeah, type shit, bro.
Well, all right, man. I'm gonna probably do like 3. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do whatever
3
you
that,
do, bro. Yeah.
You know, whatever. And the first one I'm gonna do, we'll do a little thing, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my mom, you know what I'm saying? She passed away a couple years ago, but when she was laying on her deathbed, this is exactly what she told me. She was like, son, if you ever want to get a girl, take her to a seafood restaurant and let her order whatever she wants. But if she orders clams and she sucked the shit out them fucking clams, she eats good ass. So I was like, oh, okay, all right, well,
okay,
that's
type shit.
Yeah, I guess I can take that with me. All right.
Yeah, maybe mom's something we don't know. Shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She sucked the shit out them clams, bro. You know what I'm saying? She can eat some good ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, that's
You'll be slurping that shit. Anything seafood, you have to suck the crab legs out, all that juices and everything like that. That's gonna show what her mouth can do.
So basically,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You watch her suck the shit out them clams, you just think about her sucking your ass.
Yep.
This is my thing, right?
Crucial.
So mom's basically said, "Damn, got to put her on the. You know, you got to put the shorty on the audition. You hear me? You know, before you put on the play, you got to see what she got going on. You talking about?
So you take her to a seafood boil place.
Yeah,
that's what you do, like he said.
All bitches love the seafood boil.
She'll be go ahead and sucking all those crab legs and everything. Come on, crawfish. You know, you have to suck the little head off. That's gonna show you what her mouth can do.
All right, and this next one.
Now
this next one is
take note.
And this next one, now it's pretty nasty, man. You know what I'm saying? But
all right, I'm ready.
Show, so you know what I'm saying. I've only did it once. I never did it ever again after that. But I've only did it once. So I had went over this one chick house in a G, and you know what I'm saying. She was a bigger chick. You know what I'm saying. I knew if you go after big women always like to fuck. You know what I'm saying. Ain't nobody else hitting it. So I went over her house. And you know, so we did a little foreplay. So I start eating the pussy, and I was like, "Listen," I lifted my head and I told her, "like, listen, let me know when you about to come." Same thing the bitch say to the dude, you know what I'm saying? "Let me know you about to nut." So I let her know. I let me know you about to come. So I'm down. So the lights are off. I'm down there. I'm eating it, and all of a sudden I start feeling this wet shit, and I'm like, "Bitch, I thought I told you to let me know when you come." And she's like, "I didn't come." And so when we turned the lights on, the bitch was on her period.
Oh shit! Oh shit.
Didn't you taste it?
Oh,
Didn't you
shit.
taste
True.
So I ate. So I ate the pussy till she bled. So and you know, and after I knew she was bleeding, I just said, you know what? It's some good pussy. I'm gonna just finish off and I'm gonna just enjoy it. So I wiped it off and I just went back to eating it. You know.
Whoa, bro.
She probably was in love with you after that.
Yeah, shit.
You probably
Probably like
you
you
probably
won.
fell in love after that, man. Cause shit, I mean, dog. Now you know I know you double back. If you acted
That's
like that, I
crazy.
know you double back, man. I know you double back. At least a couple times.
All right, and the last one is whenever I meet a chick, I always ask her what them knees do. All right, so when I ask a chick what them knees do, what I really mean is what them fucking knees do. And the way you find out is that you get a big chick, a big oily ass bitch, oily, greasy, whatever, and you lay her flat on her stomach. Then you unwrap her legs, you know, you bend her leg back, you know what I'm saying? And then in the middle of her kneecap is all that wet, gushy shit, you know, oily, you know what I'm saying? Because a big woman, what you know when you get a big woman is that wherever you hit her at, it's always new pussy. It's always new pussy with a big chick. Because wherever you can fuck them in a rib cage and it's gonna feel like pussy. You can fuck them in a stomach, it's gonna feel like pussy. So you want to hold the knee back, you put your dick right in the crease of her leg, close the motherfucking leg, and you just start fucking.
Shit.
And within a couple,
Go to work.
Okay.
in a couple minutes, you will be nutty.
That nigga, what them knees do?
Yeah, so whenever I meet a chick, I always ask her what them knees do. You know what I'm saying?
What those knees do?
What them
But
yams
before the
talking
knees, what that
That's
mouse
crazy.
can do, right?
Yeah, what them yams talking about?
What them knees do? Shout out to the
salute
big
to the
girls
big
out
women,
there,
There
man.
you
man. You know
go.
what
They
I'm
get
saying?
the love too.
They need the love
Yeah,
too.
because you know, with a big girl, you know,
Yeah.
whenever your homeboy hook you up and it's with a big girl, he always be like, "Yeah, man, she got a cute ass face." That's how you know she a big chick. Because big chicks always got cute faces, but they just big as hell.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Type
Yeah,
shit.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying. But I don't mind going out with big chicks because me and big chicks, we got shit in common. We both like to eat. You know what I'm saying? A big chick always got
Right.
a certain coupon in her motherfucking pocket or purse, whatever. She always carrying a
I got
coupon.
coupons in my pocket, in my purse.
Hey, and then
Hey man, shit. I mean, look here, man. I done went out with a couple of big chicks on dates, man. And I ain't gonna lie, boy, they can order up some
Yeah.
shit now.
Yeah,
I was eating with this one girl, like, God damn, you still hungry? You still eating? God damn. Go
And
ahead
you know
get it,
it's
right? Go ahead
bad
and get it.
when you with a big girl and y'all live together and y'all eat up all the fucking food together, but it's just that one chip left in the bag, and then you gotta decide who's gonna eat the chip. Crucial. And since you bought the bag of chips, you get to eat the chip.
Yeah, man.
we like, you know what? I'm gonna take this, and you know, you might not get the ass that night. You're not getting no kneecaps tonight, type shit. You ain't getting no creases tonight. Taking that damn last piece of anything.
Oh, shit. Doughboy, tell them where people
man.
can find you at. On Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Just let us know.
You can find me pretty much anywhere on any social media just by typing in Doughboy Kaiser. And that's Doughboy with 2 eyes, not the Y. I'm authentic. I got 2 eyes at the end of mine. Doughboy Kaiser on any social media, and you can even Google me and you will find me wherever you want to find me at. I'm always in Las Vegas or Cali or Arizona or whatever, doing comedy, entertaining the people. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
Yeah.
When I come down,
hey man, you know he kind of remind me of E40 a little bit, man.
You probably get that a lot.
I get that all the time.
Sound like
I get that even when I don't even want to get it. Like I even got a funny ass E40 story.
Oh, tell us.
Please do before
All right, so me and Spice was out at the LA Forum. And we was actually doing a show with E40, Fabulous Twister, Scarface, and somebody else was on the list. And so, we was all, everybody got their certain time when they go on stage. So me and Spice was out there walking around in the LA Forum area, you know what I'm saying, in the front of the auditorium area. We just walking around, and so many people was like, oh shit, E40 and Spice. And I'm like, damn, where E40 at? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking around for him. And they were like, they all thought I was E40. Well, I got my first E40 moment when I got to sign this chick's titties. And she asked her boyfriend, can E40 sign her titties? And I didn't put E40 there. I put Doughboy on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who I am. I put E40. I'm putting Doughboy on that bitch. So, and then they also took a picture with me, and I couldn't understand how they thought I was E40 when E40 was actually on stage right now rapping, but they just thought I was E40. And so I took more pictures and signed more autographs that day than Spice One did.
Damn.
Because they all thought I was E40. Even his manager thought I was E40. E40's actual manager thought I was E40 for a sec. He's like, man, wait a minute.
That's that. Yeah, that's.
Hey, did you meet 40?
Huh?
You met 40?
Do I who?
Did you meet him? You met E40?
Oh, well, I haven't met him outright because Spice and him have a disagreement. And so when we were at the motherfucking venue, E40 did not stop and talk to any of us because him and Spice One have a disagreement. And so therefore, I didn't get a chance to meet him, but I saw him. You know what I'm saying? I saw him a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I saw him on stage. I was backstage. I saw him on stage and all the other shit, but I never ever really met him or shook his hand. And if I ever could meet him and shake his hand, I'm gonna be like, yo, can I play you in your biography?
Yeah, real.
Can I play you in your biography, my brother?
And your biopic, yeah. Lifetime biopic.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Well, I would like to say thank you for coming in tonight.
Of course.
Thank you.
I do got one more
Go
question
ahead.
though. Before you get up out of here, because I know it's a tough game out here on the comedy scene. I just want to know if you got any words you could say to inspiring comedians trying to get out here and do this shit, what they need to look out for. You know what I'm saying? Just some words they can use. You know
the best thing I could say for you is be funny. That's coming from the great man himself, Eddie Griffin. Just be funny. Whatever you do, be funny. That's all I can say. I mean, if you want to be a comedian, you got to hop on stage somewhere and try your funniness out. But yeah, just be funny. You know, I mean, whatever that means to you, just be funny.
Word. Just be funny.
And just like that dude said, he said E40 don't mess with Spice One. That is true. He doesn't. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't. I mean, they were friends at the beginning. Spice took him on all the shows, took him on the road. Like how Spice explained to me, he took him on the road, and when they came off the road, he asked Jive Records to sign them, and they did. But where they fell off at is, you know what I'm saying? I guess Jive wanted to move into a different direction, and instead of E40, you know what I'm saying, get with Spice, want to talk to him and all that. He just signed the contract without telling Spice anything. So when Spice came off the road, he found out he was out of job and all kinds of other shit. And I don't know how the real story go, but yeah, that's just what I heard. And they just fell out like that. So
I'm gonna do diligence.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Shout out to E40
and I don't know, and that's what I be talking about. But I be talking about beef and shit. Like there's so much food on the table that we can all eat.
A lot of people don't see.
Yeah, don't never. I mean, all the people from back in the day that we grew up with now, a lot of them don't really mess with each other because they all got disagreements and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's dumb. It's like it's so much food on this table that we can all eat from, and we ain't never got to be mad at nobody or nothing like that. But I guess without the drama, I guess it wouldn't be fun.
That is true.
Yeah, you know how that
And
goes.
with that being said, again, thank you for coming in tonight, sharing your stories, making us laugh with your jokes. But, we were able to go ahead and really, like, a lot of people don't see that side. You guys see that in the industry. You guys see more of the, like you say, everybody's in competition. There's so many comedians out there trying to compete to try to get to the top, and it is competitive, you know. And again, the whole point should be about making people laugh because you bring them joy, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, we don't have
That's
that many
fact.
Keenan Ivory Waynes anymore. We don't have that many Robert Townsends where he used to put
Right.
every black comedian in his movie. You know what I'm saying? Robert Townsend put everybody he knew in Hollywood Shuffle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then they were dragged into Meteor Man. You know what I'm saying? They were dragged to all the other
Yep.
stuff that he did. It's like Keenan Ivory Wayans. You know what I'm saying? He put, even though he put his family on, he put a lot of comedians on too.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, I love the way they did. I love the way how they did what they did, man. They are legends. Yeah, love how they did that. Love their family for how they moved as a unit, and then you know what I mean, just dominated that industry, man. They have a real slice of it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Salute to them, man. Yeah, definitely. You know,
All
I
right.
really
So
enjoyed you
again,
though, bro. Thank you for showing up today, man.
thank you.
Really,
Yes, thank you.
definitely.
And again, let everybody know where they can go ahead and find you at.
Like I said, you can find me anywhere on any social media. You know what I'm saying? Pornhub, any of that shit. Cops, you know what I'm saying? Just type in Doughboy Kaiser, and I'll pop up. I'm either running this.
Pornhub, you know, the girls are gonna go ahead. The big girls are gonna go ahead and look at it.
Hey, if you want to plug your OnlyFans or anything like that, man, go ahead and do it.
Right, just say it
People
now.
want to know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can find me on pretty much any site, you know what I'm saying? Especially Cops.
Yo, salute
Again,
to
thank
bro,
you.
man.
Thank you for
Yeah.
everybody that joined us tonight. I appreciate everyone that came in, supported us, supported our special guest today. And I want to go ahead and say, everybody have a good night.